Last second, he was still a noble and unyielding archangel. The next moment, it became my plaything. What I didn't expect was I actually experienced 300 times with this archangel to conquer him completely. At this moment, I showed a relieved smile. Whoever is tired knows, and the archangel is clearly not satisfied enough. 100 more times. Exactly. Just now, it's just me in the game, the 100th 5-star character of the Raiders. The system just reminded me to unlock the hidden achievement last second. Receive mystery rewards. The next second, a flash of blue light sucks me into the computer. When I found out, and this is what happens when the character creates the screen, a cute elf appeared in front of me. And the elf explained at this time, because of your scum behavior, causing deep resentment among the game characters. So this time through, you need to make 100 female characters fall in love with you again after relieving the resentment of the game character. To return to reality, I'll wipe it. Actually crossed. This good thing can also be encountered by me. Quickly ask what golden finger is hanging out for yourself. The sprite said that in order to reduce the difficulty of the game, 5 major systems have been prepared. When I see this charm system, I can become a handsome guy. I chose her without hesitation. Just conquered 100 5-star women. Simple. With an affectionate kiss from the elf, the game officially begins. And the next moment, I ended up in the girls' bathroom. That's pretty big. Dalian is busy, which means I didn't see anything. This is outrageous. The woman in the bathroom actually looked at me with peach blossoms all over her face. It's the first time I've seen such a charming little brother. The voice just fell. They actually did it directly to check if my development is normal. In the end, I was happy. Escaped the clutches of these crazy women. Next moment, he was pursued by officers and soldiers for trespassing in the women's bathhouse. I am determined. If you want to overcome 100 female characters, how can you roll over? At this critical moment, system release task. Can successfully overcome the Wizard of Snow Shadow Yun Zuen, then 1,000 points will be awarded. Newcomer reward skill distribution. Evil smile. I activate my skills directly at the soldiers who are chasing me. This soldier was attracted to me. Unfortunately, the number of soldiers is too large. Hit by an arrow, I can only continue to flee. If as expected, I will be happy in the next moment. I apologized to him and asked for his help. In the next second, the system will prompt Liu Ruhong that the strategy is successful. Is this the charm of being handsome? Liu Ruhong just asked his children to hide me. The next moment, the officers and soldiers broke in and were looking for a fugitive. Liu Ruhong smiled and said whether it was a misunderstanding. But the officers and soldiers don't give face. Believe it or not, I closed your Baihu building. Liu Ruhong also used the county princess to put pressure on everyone. Just then, the girl who sold herself as a performer said, "Don't make it difficult for these officers and soldiers. They can search if they want." And now I'm hiding under the skirt of the wind forest. I didn't expect it to wear nothing inside. I am wounded and lustful. I can only grab his jade legs to stabilize my figure. Half an hour later, officers and soldiers searched inside and out. Still nothing? County officers and soldiers leave. Finglin also fell to the ground due to soft legs. I had already fainted. I didn't expect the girl from Baiwolu to be able to do anything. Bandage my wound in a while. At this time, the wind chime girl came in with a decoction in her hand. It's a rare opportunity for women to see. They're all scrambling to give me medicine mouth to mouth. Even Liu Rahong said she was skilled. Let her come. Sleeping me, but I don't know that I have already gained a lot of points. The wind chimes drove the three away in a slight anger, holding me in his arms. Give me medicine one bite at a time. But the next moment I picked him up, then pressed down. Well, it's just an instinctive reaction after being in a coma. In a dream, I just feel like two soft slims are squeezing me hard. Slime, eat big grain. Can't hold. I can tolerate this. Then he opened his mouth and gnawed. With the sound of the wind chimes, you actually took advantage of me while I was sleeping, and now I look confused. At this time, the landlord Liu Hong walked in, and he gave me two options. The first is to sell yourself to pay off debt. Let me be a turtle. Impossible, I choose the second one. For example, does red mean choose the second one? The slave family had no choice but to send you to the official government. Humph, naively trying to threaten me. Baiwalu is my home. I'm not going anywhere in my life. I just took the first blood of the Wen Chimesies. Not so long ago, I redeemed the points in the system for Wanmai Wujiang Bureau. Not only is it glamorous, and as long as you are intimate with the opposite sex, it can improve your favorability and cultivation. Sure enough, the ladies say I'm more handsome. Then came a vexatious guest. Claiming to be a high-ranking official of Yuning Feng, not only did he break the teacup, but he was also abusive. Just as the sword is rattling, wind chimes come to mediate and make amends. Who knew that the next moment Gao Qian put medicine in the wine? And be sure to let the wind chimes drink it. It seems that this person has a premeditated plan. The simple wind chimes drank it without much thought. The wind chimes that returned to the room responded after a while. Instantly feel the body is extremely hot. Only then did the wind chimes feel that it must be the wine's problem. I just went to deliver sober soup to the wind chimes. As soon as I opened the door, I saw this scene. If you apologize quickly, you will leave. Who knew that the next moment the wind chimes directly grabbed my hand, shyly asked me to help him go to the fire. Then a belly pocket was thrown in my face. My mother, who can stand it? Next moment, our water glasses shook strangely. Slowly, the ceiling of the house price also began to vibrate. The women wondered if the upstairs was being renovated. The landlord, Liu Hong, I wish she could be renovated too. After a few hours of renovation completed. Looking at the red on the sheets, I can't help but blush. Forcefully pretending to be calm. Leave this to me in the future. The next moment, he was kicked out by the wind chimes. I calmed down and thought to myself, isn't this a game? Why is touch so real? The high-ranking officials on the other side are in trouble. Went to King Kong Barbie's room by mistake? I have to. Real man. After a night of devil training, the system prompts that one night is boundless. Cultivate to the second level. He also learned a new skill, charm of all beings. Try the power against the little male cat next to you first. Good guy, really cowhide. The next little male cat pounces on it. Wouldn't it be a tear if it were replaced by a human? Before work, I'm going to buy a gift for the wind chimes. And so forth. This white cat lady, isn't it the 5-star character Yang Zuan? I went over and said to the boss, is your hairpin fidelity? The boss said angrily, are you looking for trouble? I'll ask you, is this hairpin fidelity? Then squeeze it with your hand. The hairpin broke. This is an inferior counterfeit. The girl is going to keep her eyes open. Boss rage. Call 3 big men to teach me a lesson. How can you miss the opportunity to pack 13 like this? Young Soo-han also advised me not to be young. If you're not angry, are you still called a young person? Directly used the enchantment of all living beings on them, and they lived happily ever after. He also successfully intersected with Lin Suen. Before I knew it, it was night. At this moment, the wind chimes are looking at themselves in the mirror. But my mind is full of pictures of that day. I'm here to give the gift I bought to the wind chimes. Although it is just a peony, after receiving the wind chimes, he was extremely happy. And just then, a handkerchief fell in front of me. I subconsciously picked it up before the ground. Handkerchief. Who knew the moment I just squatted down? A jade foot touched my chin. This woman is playing with fire again. The next moment, I let her know what Happy Planet is. The next morning, I'm yawning lazily. Mainly because I was too tired last night. Suddenly, I saw a letter on the table. Or wind chimes has left me. It seems that my first character has been successfully conquered. Thinking of this, I went to the landlord Lu Hong to say goodbye. Lu Hong also gave me the last gift before parting. And the next moment, his daughters came charging at me. I smiled evilly. Used the enchantment of all living beings. Just when the building was about to meet him, I left Baihua building. I am planning to go to Yuning sect to study art. I met Yeon Zuan, who was going to return to the sect. I begged him to take me with him. Yeon Zuhan readily agrees. So he met the sword, and the first held him. I also lamented the smell on him. That's killing him. Just take out a box of poisonous needles and shoot at me. Seeing this, Lin Juan hurriedly threw me behind. But he got poisoned. So we fell into the treasure box together. At this moment, I am giving Zuen artificial respiration. Don't get me wrong, it's just that Gohan was poisoned and lost consciousness. Fortunately, his accessories are spiritual. Rescued us? But it didn't last. A pack of wild wolves emerged from the forest. And not only that, an earth demon bear appeared behind him. So we're going to have to go for broke. Adventure charms all beings against the devil bear? Just when I thought I had failed. This female bear has become like a repair dog. Not only did it help me get rid of the wolves, he also led us into his cave. Take off the coat of blood cold. It turns out the toxin is spreading. If no treatment is given, I'm afraid my life is at stake. There's no way but to solve it with your mouth. Suhan's cheeks began to slowly rosy. Soon after, Snow Cold woke up. See blood on the ground. Thought I had done something bad to him. The sword was only 0.01 centimeters from my throat at that time. Fortunately, his sword is spiritual. Stopped him in time. Then I spat out a mouthful of blood. Suhan only realized that I saved him. He taught me the 6 Suns snow melter. Let me force myself out of the toxin. I have to say that this wave has made a lot of money. I'm fishing today. The snow cold in the cave senses that someone is coming. It turned out to be a high-ranking official who wanted to kill. Suhan, who was seriously injured and not healed, had a solemn face. Just at this moment, a salted fish smashed into Gaoqian's face. I obviously did it. I'm holding Zuan's accessories. One charms all beings with only first-hand control. Then the sword slashed off one of his arms. After that, he pressed him back into the cloud shadow. Gao Qian was taken to be punished by his father. I did not enter the cloud shadow sect through the back door. Instead, he chose to participate in the disciple selection conference. This also made Zhu Han's father look at me differently. Then the snow cold took me to the top of the stars and let me undress when I come up. It turned out to be assisting me in practicing 6 cashmere snow skills. Soon, there is an omen in me to break through the 3rd layer. But the upgrade is too fast. The yang fire in the body cannot be suppressed. You must remove the yang energy from your body to be safe. By now, I had collapsed to the ground. Zhu Han is still hesitating. But remember the previous ones. Last choice. After a while, I woke up from a coma. Just when I wondered why Zhu Han's face was red. An assassin is coming at us. Zhu Han was hit by an ice-breaking palm due to poor condition. The assassin was also wounded by my dragon claw.